You don't remember your father's face, just your mother, clutching the windowsill when thunder cracks the sky, like she expects monsters to fall with the rain. The night it happens, you're 12, alone. The living room stinks of burnt, popcorn, and fear. And then, the wall doesn't just shake, it explodes. A minotaur, real, foaming. Its breath steams in the cold air as it lowers its horns toward you. You don't run. You reach for the only thing nearby and a pen. And when it clicks open, it becomes a sword. Your hand knows what to do. You kill it. You shouldn't know how, but you do. The next morning, you wake up in Camp Half-Blood. They smile like it's a boarding school, like you're safe. But the first thing you see is a girl your age sobbing into her helmet. Her bunkmate didn't survive last night's training exercise. You're told you're special, a child of the gods. But the truth burns in your gut, your prey, a living prophecy, a weapon polished by death. And deep down, even now, you know, you were never meant to grow old. They teach you to slit a monster's throat before you learn how to solve for X. At camp, mornings start with sword drills, not roll call, not math. Your textbooks are shields. Your tests? Survival. You spar. With hellhounds, while other kids your age learn history. But your history is war, written in blood and burned scrolls. No one tells bedtime stories here. They tell prophecies. The gods visit sometimes, larger than life, smaller than heart. One calls you champion and forgets your name 5 minutes later. They made you, then abandoned you. Now you're told you're chosen. Like that's mercy. But you count the faces in the infirmary. Dozens like you. Some with empty beds. Now. Some that beg to be let go. Your cabin creaks with the weight of children carrying lifetimes. It smells of old sweat, mildew, and things left unsaid. Every scar you earn is labeled. Each one whispers a name in the dark. Kids who didn't dodge fast enough. Friends who trusted too hard. You sleep with your sword tucked beneath your pillow. Not for protection, for the inevitable. Your first quest feels like graduation, until it doesn't. They send you out with 2 others. A boy with a crooked grin who believes in happy endings. And a girl whose laugh almost made you forget. This world was cruel. The monsters find you before you find the clue. The chimera doesn't roar. It erupts. Fangs, flame, wings, chaos. You fight like they trained you. The boy doesn't. You kill it. Barely. But not before it tears through him. His blood soaks your hands, warm and endless. He looks at you, like he's sorry. Then he's still. You hold him long after he's gone. Hades appears, not with fury, but with indifference. Judges him with eyes older than time. The girl doesn't speak after that. Just sharp nods, blank stares. She smells like ash and silence. You finish the mission. Deliver the artifact. Camp applauds. They call you a hero. You wonder what that even means. That night, the oracle's voice returns, clawing at your sanity. You will be betrayed by one who calls you friend. You haven't slept since, not truly. Not without seeing his face. They stop calling you a student. Start calling you the one. The prophecy is no longer a riddle. It's a noose, tight around your throat, tugged every time you hesitate. You can't love without risking lives. Can't rest without dreaming of blood. Even the gods whisper your name now, not with reverence, but calculation. Wherever you go, monsters follow. Not by chance, by design. You start making decisions no child should, choosing which towns burn, which allies fall behind. You learn the cold math of sacrifice, the sickening silence that follows the phrase, "It had to be done." You win battles. But they don't feel like victories anymore, just delays. You save lives, but you bury more. The girl from your quest? She smiled once. She doesn't now. One night you stare into the mirror, sword unsheathed. The reflection blinks before you do. You don't recognize him. You're not a hero. Heroes inspire. You endure. You were never meant to rise. You were made to buffer the fall. A mortal fix for immortal mistakes. And somewhere deep in Olympus, the gods sleep soundly, because you haven't broken. Yet, you stand at the gates of Olympus. They rise like ivory lies above the clouds, pristine, untouched by the blood. They spill below. A god meets your gaze. His smile is polished guilt. Loyalty, he says, as if it were a virtue, as if it were free. You remember funerals without bodies, names carved into stone too early, the girl who stopped speaking, the boy who died believing in you. You remember how the gods played games while children died screaming. And now they want saving. You're handed the blade, told it's your destiny, one final act to protect the realm. But you've seen what they call peace, a silence built on bones. You hesitate, not from fear, from clarity. You drop the blade, turn your back on them, let Olympus rot, because in the end, you're not a demigod, not a prophecy, not a pawn. You're a kid who wanted a father, a mother without bruises, a life where birthdays mattered more than body counts. They'll write poems about your bravery, myths about your mercy, but they'll never know the price. You do. And that's why you vanish, not as a hero, but as the only one who ever